Alright, welcome. This is Alpha Poliet. Today, I want to show you a video clip of Bishop T.D. Jakes where he talks about you being in the low places of your life, where you being in the valley. Most of the time, we think that being in the valley is suffering, is full of disappointment, is where you don't want to be. But I believe that as you begin to watch this video, you will know that in this valley, in these low places of your life, God is preparing you for greater heights. Okay, let's get straight into the video. I'm playing the video now.
Master gives us mountain peaks, visions, but then hides us in valleys, in dark places, and lonely places, and frustrated places. And we can't be so intent on our comfort that we forget our calling. Remember, the Master is not in the business of torturing his children through delays. He's not playing games with you. He's not playing hide and go seek with you. He has not forgotten you. He has a plan for your life. He wants to seize our attention in the valley so that we will make it to the mountain. You cannot control what life throws at you. No, can I? We don't know from day to day. The next text could change the next 10 years of your life. But you can control how you respond. You can control that. Will you trust God or will you doubt him? God uses the valley to prepare us for the peaks in life. In fact, if there were no valleys, there would be no peaks in life. He hides his treasure until we are ready to handle them. Because some of the things that God has for you, they are really yours, but the timing isn't right. It's like God telling David that he's going to be king and then sending him back out there to feed the sheep. Just because God gave you a word doesn't mean it's for right now. Until you've been faithful over where he placed you, you don't earn the right to get the promotion. That's right. And it wasn't time for David to be king, but he's telling him, go ahead and deal with the sheep. I got big plans for you, but that doesn't mean today. I want you to spend a little more time in the valley, working the kinks out of you, so that when I put you on the mountain where everybody can see you, you don't have to have the disgrace of falling down. I am convinced that God made me who I am in my low places, not my high places. Whenever I'm in a fight with the enemy, I don't tell him about my accomplishments. I tell him about how I made it with no lights and with no water, and how I made it when I lost my car, and how I made it when I thought I'd never get up, because my strength comes from my low places, and I am afraid of people who have no low places. I'm afraid of their friendship because they'll run out on you in the middle of a low place. I don't believe them most of the time. That's part of the problem. When you haven't had low places, your character hadn't been established. Nights I cried myself to sleep. Days I could not hear God's voice at all. We trust him because we got no choice. We don't trust him because we're good people and strong Christians and great people of faith. We trust him because we got no choice. There's nothing else you can do but trust him. If you can get yourself out of it, get yourself out of it. The reason we trust God, we have no choice. Whether you want to spend all of your time struggling or not, you sooner or later are going to have to realize that we are helpless without him. We are as helpless as the clay is without the potter, as the grape is without the vintner. We need him in order to direct our steps. We trust the master vintner to bring out of us what he placed inside of us. Do not lose your hope because he took his time. It is only an indication of how masterful the vintner is that he is given to details. You always know a novice because they skip over details. But the more proficient you are at the artistry of what you do, the more detail it is. I remember being a little boy and my mother taking me in the store and showing me how to determine when something was well made. She said, don't look at the coat, check out the lining. She said, don't just look at the pants, see how much material is in the hem. Don't just look at the drapery, see how deep the fabric goes in the curve. The deeper the fabric goes, the more they spin on it, the more valuable it is. See, we have a tendency to look at the aesthetics of a thing and not the real value of what it is. Do not lose hope because he put more fabric in you and he added more stitches to you and you don't think you need all of that. He is so good as a master vintner. He knows exactly what to give you in order to make you who you are to be. Everything in this life is temporal. Everything you got and everything you accomplished and everything you mastered, you will leave. You will leave here just like you came. You came into the world naked, you will leave naked. Somebody will drive your car, somebody will wear your clothes, somebody will live in your house, somebody will get your rings. Everything you attain will become totally irrelevant. This is just a moment.
Wow, I believe that video has really helped you, because